Mr. Lee.
Sure. I want to ask some questions about Haiti. One is about this teenage girl that was shot and killed while awaiting aid. I wanted to know whether the media reports say that the UN peacekeepers fired rubber bullets and tear gas, and but they believe that the girl was killed by Haitian National Police with whom the UN was working. What does the UN know about this death? And again, it seems like you have this tear gas and rubber bullet deployment on, in this case, a teenager. I mean, I guess it depends on the age, but what was the rationale for the UN using tear gas and rubber bullets?
My understanding from the update we received from the mission is that indeed one civilian died, 2 more were injured yesterday around Dame Marie. The harbor was indeed secured by the Haitian National Police with the support of MINUSTA. The incident took place as the humanitarian assistance was being offloaded for a ship. There was a demonstration, uncontrolled movements by the crowd upon the humanitarian aid led MINUSTA and the Haitian National Police to attempt to contain the potentially dangerous situation. MINUSTA used crowd control measures, including rubber bullets. The Haitian National Police also participated in crowd control separately. According to initial findings, a woman who was badly injured then died in hospital. 2 other civilians were slightly injured. The investigation is now being launched by MINUSTA. MINUSTA extends its condolences to sympathy in the victim of the family of the deceased, and we all, of course, call on all to respect the delivery of humanitarian aid. I think we all understand the frustration of the people in Haiti, but it's important that people respect humanitarian aid. There's an investigation going on. If there is uncontrolled movements of people in a dangerous situation, obviously they will use appropriate measures, including tear gas, including rubber bullets, if needed. I'm not going to second guess the actions of those colleagues on the ground for the time being, but as I said, MINUSTA has now launched an investigation.
I wanted to ask you, in this room yesterday, as I'm sure you know, Philip Alston, the special rapporteur, said that he, among other things, he said that he believed the Secretary General had given in to U.S. pressure on his legal position on not acknowledging that the UN brought cholera to Haiti and I also wanted to, in looking at Mr. Eliasson's response, Alston had asked him to respond to 5 questions by October 12th. And the letter, that's why I asked you yesterday, it wasn't clear to me because he did not, there's certainly no numbered bullet points in his response. But what the questions were, what are the political and policy issues that make it impossible for the UN to acknowledge or make some legal recognition and payments? Will the legal advice of OLA be released, and will the payments, if to the degree they're made, be solely ex gratia in order to avoid any type of legal accountability for the cholera?
I think I'm not going to go into the advice that the legal counsel gave to the Secretary General. That is privileged as any relationship between the legal counsel and the Secretary General. We've explained our position here over and over again. We very much heard what Mr. Alston had to say and what other member states had to say. The legal position does not prevent us from putting forward effective steps to stop cholera and to bring assistance to those who were impacted by the cholera outbreak. More details of the 2-track approach will be released by the Secretary General, and hopefully that will answer some of your questions.
But do you believe, not my questions, I'm thinking about Mr. Alston's questions. Does the Secretary General believe that member states, for example, that get letters from special rapporteurs with 5 questions should in fact answer the questions? And I'm asking you because Ms. Gallach didn't answer.
No, I understand. Like, you know, obviously there's dialogue between Mr. Alston and the Secretariat. That dialogue will no doubt continues. Questions are asked and they are answered to the best of our ability.